thing that's great about this band is that it's just open up to experimentation. Ed's, likes to keep the stuff orchestrated and leave room to shine for everybody, because there is a lot of good talent in the band, and that's what I think what's really smart about Ed is that, he notices that, and I think that's probably, why I'm in the band, or else it would be like more of a guitar band with a keyboard player holding chords in the background. Ed's really cool because he's very, like he feeds your inspiration. If you play something and he likes it, and he thinks, it sounds cool, he'll be like, wow, what's that? Do that. So he was like, do a little solo for the beginning of that. So then, I started, and I was like, well, this is just like a sketch or an idea. And Ed was like, why do you have to take everything and make it so complicated? Well, you're ruining it already. It was great before. So then I went home, and I was like, I took the idea of what he heard, but wasn't really there. And then I just wrote this piece, and I came in, and, that was it. I mean, I took the germ home, put it into the clinical environment, and turned it into a little classical piece.
There was no commercial pressure on us to record something commercially, because we weren't making a real album. We were making an album for ourselves. The reviews that I've gotten from from fans and from people in the industry that work with us, they're like, this is the most honest that this band has ever sounded.
For us, it was a musical album for us. No statement, just 5 guys who are obsessed with making music together, and at the same time, kind of at the time, obsessed with early 70s rock.
I really picked up on the Kinks thing. The record went on. I said, these guys have a definite Kinks sound. More the vocals, I think.
Yeah, more. I mean, well, we're all big fans of a lot of music from the 70s. I mean, our guitar player is a Paul McCartney and Wings fanatic. So a lot of his guitar lines kind of come out of that, that vibe.
We started playing with Bill Summer on drums, and Bill Summer had a really different drumming style from Ricky, who had been in the band for a long time with us. So Bill Summer was much more solid, heavy rock drummer, more like indie rock, right? And we played a few shows with Bill, and all of a sudden it just coalesced and came together, and we really felt inspired by being in a band together, like the 5 of us. One day in the rehearsal studio, Fernando played this riff that turned out to be I Want to Know You. And we all started jamming on it, and we were like, that's fucking great, let's do that. So we were supposed to be rehearsing to tour for Sleep With You, supposedly. We weren't supposed to be recording a new album. So we're like, well, what should we do? And Fernando's like, well, I have a makeshift studio at my garage. So we said, well, let's go to Fernando's garage and record that tune. And then that turned into, okay, well, we have a few other tunes too that we could do. So we started throwing songs down. We all just kind of recorded it, engineered it, produced it all ourselves in a garage, you know. No studio, no glass booths, no control rooms, just, you know, 2 microphones over the drum set, dangling.
It really all changed when we started playing at Fernando's. I mean, some of the stuff on Nothing's Cohesive, I thought was like a demo or something, and they're like, no, that's it, like, this is an album we're releasing, and I was like, what? And I was like, no, we can't, it's, you know, I didn't get to sit with the material at all, you know, which had positive and negative things, you know, and a lot of the positive came through. I think it feels really spontaneous, and you know, sometimes you overthink things if you sit with them too long.
Nothing is Cohesive is my baby. It's our baby, but it was recorded in my studio. I did most of the engineering, and I did some songwriting, and I really enjoyed the fact that it was all creative, just sitting there creating music.
It's the most organic thing that I've ever been a part of musically, and it's the most, I think it could be like the best thing I've ever been a part of musically also. And I think that all the guys in the band felt the same way as we were recording it. We were so inspired.
Trying to gauge your tone by the message on the phone. Feeling like a goddamn waterfall. Crying myself to sleep, just trying to get some peace. But all this is beginning to feel like an ending when both of us feel so bad. Spend the nights in our beds, alone.
I wrote a sad poem, and Ed, you know, it wasn't really, the syllables didn't really work out to set it to music, so Ed sort of fudged the lyrics a little bit and changed it into our song, which is called All This Is Beginning to Feel Like an Ending.
I really feel at home right now playing with this group of guys and doing what I do.
Yeah, well, I mean, I won't be on this forever. I mean, how much more time do we have? Another year or two, and then I'll be, you know, some, you know, kind of very contrived, you know, artist, singer, like we all turn into. But for now, you know, I'm trying to make work as true and honest as I can.
Maybe it's about finding a balance between the two, between finding the balance between the feel-good ambassador, let's save the world, and the, you know, dark, sleep with you guy.
I think it's going to be our best album ever. I'm obsessed! Ah!